Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. It's only a matter of time. It really is just only a matter of time. If Chelsea don't get their act together very, very soon, we are going to start seeing some of our players leave. It's only natural. It's only natural. The latest rumor is in regards to Enzo Fernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not kid around ourselves. When he goes to Argentina for national duties, he's littered with excellence all around him. He's part of a team that is well drilled, and I get it. It's international football. A lot of people will say, Miz, it's international football, totally different to club football, this, that, the other. Look, just shut it. Just shut it for a second. At the end of the day, Argentina plays some fantastic football. There's some fantastic footballers there, and it's not a surprise that some of his teammates might start convincing him to leave Chelsea and maybe join some of their teams. One of the teams that is up for discussion is Atletico Madrid. I think Julian Alvarez, Rodrigo de Paul, Diego Simeone's son, I believe, also is playing for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez obviously dropped an absolute masterclass the other day for Argentina against Brazil. Oh my God, what is wrong with Brazil? Finished. The Brazil that we once upon a time used to know, especially growing up, especially, back in, let's say, USA 1994, Romario time, Bebeto, and then obviously 2002, 98, they went to the finals, but 2002, what a team Brazil had. Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, Kaká, Ronaldo, my God. But yeah, Argentina absolutely spanked them 4-1, and Enzo Fernandez dropped a masterclass. So let's have a quick look at the news before we delve deeper into this. This is coming from an Argentinian journalist. Just in, several Atletico Madrid players tried to convince Enzo Fernandez to join them over this international break. He's determined to stay at Chelsea in the future. All options are open. Now, several Atletico Madrid players. There you go. Several Atletico Madrid players. So the rumor is obviously Atletico Madrid, and he would fit in. He would fit in so nicely. Enzo Fernandez. It's crazy. I know this season it's been a bit up and down. Earlier parts of the season, Enzo Fernandez didn't look good. The latter parts of the season, he started to play really well. Now he's playing really good, but he's part of a team that is not always functional. It's a little bit dysfunctional. And whenever he goes to Argentina, it's a well-oiled machine. So it's not a surprise that some of these Atletico Madrid Argentinian players are reaching out to him and saying, hey, Enzo, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Come to Atletico. And under Diego Simeone, my days, he would turn Enzo Fernandez into an absolute monster of a player over there. With all the workhorses in and around Rodrigo de Paul, you've got Julian Alvarez who works very hard. I'm pretty sure Enzo Fernandez will have to work hard there too. No doubts about that. That's what Simeone wants. But that technical ability, that creativity that Enzo Fernandez has will be far better utilized and, far better. What's the word that I'm looking for? His creativity does not seem to get the fruits, does not seem to get the benefits at Chelsea Football Club, because we've got some numpties playing in and around him. Whereas in Atletico Madrid, I think the fruits will be seen and he'll be appreciated and his stats will look a lot better than what it is at Chelsea Football Club. So look, some of you guys might be saying, Miz, I don't trust his source. He's not going anywhere. He's here for a long time. His contract is long. We're not selling him. Doesn't matter. None of this contract business matters. If we don't make it to the Champions League by the end of this season, you best believe some of these players are going to put their hand up and they're not going to be part of this Mickey Mouse show that we have at Chelsea. All of these young players after young players, we want to compete. These players, Enzo Fernandez is a World Cup champion. He ain't messing about to just, participate in some sort of a mid-table battle in the Premier League. He wants to win stuff. If we're not going out there and winning stuff and showing ambition to win stuff and have a proper squad, players like him, players like Cole Palmer will put their hand up very, very soon and they will leave. That's the bottom line. Believe me, they will leave. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. For me, look, he's putting up a strong front right now that, he's determined to stay at Chelsea, but for how long? For how long? A player like Enzo Fernandez wants to compete at the highest level, winning trophies. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Madueke. Madueke news. Once again, not surprised this name has come about again. Last summer, his name was floating about in the transfer window. Probably should have left last summer, but obviously stayed around. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't wait till Jackson's back and Madueke is back. Then we're back. We're getting top four. Look, Madueke, he's improved. Don't get me wrong. He's improved since last season. But still, for me, in my personal opinion, he's nowhere near Chelsea levels. This is not the level that we need. A lot of you guys might be saying right now, but is so much better than what we got. Yeah, what we got is also not good enough. If you think about some of the wingers that we used to have once upon a time at Chelsea, Madueke comes nowhere close to that caliber. Good player, decent player, but not Chelsea level. So there's some rumors about him potentially leaving. Obviously, we know Esteval coming in next season. I still believe we need to calm down about Esteval. I don't think we should just throw him into the mix, but a lot of people saying that Esteval is going to start. He's going to have to start for us. That's what he's been promised. The kid has been promised start. Starting position at Chelsea in the Premier League. I just hope that it works out. I really just hope it works out. Esteval is a supremely talented player. If it was up to me, look, I'd probably get rid of Madueke, but I don't trust this board to get me adequate player. That's my problem. And because of that issue, I'd rather just keep Madueke, hoping that he develops even more. That his final third decision-making becomes better. That he becomes a far mature player. That he becomes far more consistent player. Consistently delivering in the attacking phase and in the defensive phase. But if it was up to me and we were operating at a proper level and we were recruiting at a proper level, like a squad that is capable of competing, then I would get rid of him. I'd get rid of him because he's not Chelsea level. I'm scared what type of player we're going to bring in. We're going to probably bring in another kid. We have a kid coming up anyway with Esteval. But we're probably going to line up another kid. And we have Giovanni Cuenda. Now, Cuenda can play on the left, but definitely can play on the right and inverting with his left. So, look, we shall see what the future holds. This is the news, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle and Aston Villa are keeping an eye on the situation of Noni Madueke. Chelsea could opt to cash in to fund new summer signings. Now, all of a sudden, we need to cash in on these players to sign new players. But when we want to buy the latest 17-year-old, we seem to have unlimited amount of money for them. No worries about selling at that time. We spent, 54 million euros on Giovanni Cuenda, generational apparently. And he might be, I don't know. But for me, it's too difficult to contemplate all of this right now when I need to get results immediately. Cuenda doesn't come for another whole season. Usugo, we spent about 20 plus million euros. We spent 74 million euros on kids in recent times, yet we need to sell Madueke in order to buy important summer signings. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But in any case, look, this is a player I don't think is Chelsea level, and I would get rid of him, but I'm scared what type of player we're going to bring in. Newcastle, yes, they might be looking to sell some of their players and they might be open to bringing in a new player like Madueke. Aston Villa, we'll see what happens with Rashford and Asensio over there. They might be open to bring in another player. But the other factor here is, ladies and gentlemen, Spurs eye Noni Madueke for the summer. Look, he was an ex-Spurs Academy player. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Let me know. I think he was an ex-Spurs Academy player, and that could also be a possibility. Look, will he do well at Spurs? I think Spurs also have problems. Do they need a player like Madueke? I care less about Spurs. And if Spurs can pay top money for Madueke, why not? Why not? I'd want at least good 50 million for Madueke. Good 50 million. I think that would be a deal. Now, next up, ladies and gentlemen, check this. Joao Felix, I told you how this will be a problem. Definitely will be a problem in the summer. He's not going to stick around at Chelsea. It's over. I think Joao Felix and Chelsea, as long as Enzo Maresca's there, it is over for him. Where is he going next up? Well, the ball is already rolling. Joao Felix's agent, Jorge Mendes, is in discussion with Turkish giants Galatasaray. This is what happens to these type of players that move around everywhere, right? Every other season they're at a different club. And they all seem to somehow end up in Galatasaray eventually enough. And then after Galatasaray, you're probably looking at MLS. Like your career is slowly dwindling, right? You've gone from Benfica to Atletico to, Chelsea to Barcelona to Chelsea to AC Milan. And now as it's dwindling downwards, Galatasaray. And it always seems to be the same flight path for some of these players. Joao Felix's agent, Jorge Mendes, is in discussion with Turkish giants Galatasaray as he seeks summer move away from Chelsea, with the forward not expected to stay with AC Milan. Coming from Mail Sport. Now, a lot of people might once again say, I don't trust Mail Sport. Look, trust the idea of it. May not happen, but his future at Chelsea, I think, is finito. Or else it would have been loaned out when we kind of need him. We could use a player like Joao Felix. Would have been loaned out to AC Milan. AC Milan don't want him. It's not worked out over there very, very quickly. And he's going to come back to same scenario. Enzo Maresca is the manager of Chelsea Football Club, and he's going to have to move on. So whether it's Galatasaray or not, I don't know. Galatasaray is one that I was actually thinking. I'm not even kidding. Before this news even broke, I thought, where could Joao Felix potentially go next? And I was honestly thinking Turkish league, either Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, or Besiktas. I knew it was one of them, because that's how these type of players whose career kind of always shifts around, they always somehow end up in Turkey, and then after that, Saudi, MLS, whatever, right? So let's see what happens, but this will be a problem. Is it going to be solved immediately in the summer with Galatasaray? I don't think so. This will take a bit of time. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the latest in all the Chelsea news that's been happening. There's actually other bits and pieces that's going on, but we can touch base on that on another video. I just wanted to talk about these important ones for the time being. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What you thought about Enzo Fernandez. Do you think potentially he's going to go? Atletico Madrid would actually be a nice club for him. Lots of Argentinians there. Madueke and Joao Felix. Let me know your thoughts. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya. Bye.